So I've been getting some requests for more information on the history of the property, and um, I've heard some stories about it through family members and stuff like that, relatives and neighbors and all kinds of stuff. And I'm hesitant to put it all out there as far as just airing people's laundry or whatever. I mean, everybody, despite anything and everything that has happened, like everybody deserves some sort of privacy. Um, so basically, kind of the baseline story is um, trying to think it through and not put out too much dirty laundry or whatever. Um, but basically, 17 years ago, there was like some sort of divorce, and the husband owned the property. He left, but the ex-wife stayed or something like that. And then when she left, shortly after that, I don't think he ever came back to the property. And then people had broke in and kind of ransacked the place. And then at that point, doors were left open, windows were left open, animals came in, and out front near the driveway and stuff, you could see like people were using it as a bit of a dumping grounds for a bunch of trash out front. There was a lot of stuff on the property that was obviously just always here, and it also looked like maybe people that had broken into the place and kind of rummaged and ransacked it or whatever had kind of thrown some stuff out windows maybe and out the front door and whatnot, judging by placement and stuff in like bags of things and whatnot. So there's a little bit of everything. There's a little bit of obviously like a hoarder type thing going on with too much stuff, but then like I said, then there was neglect where it had just got left abandoned, and then it got ransacked, doors open, windows open, animals moved in. Over time, roof started leaking, so the roof leaked in, ruined a ton of stuff inside. Also, the vines are brutal around here, and they kind of overtook the whole front of the house with like small trees and vines, and that didn't let the house dry out, so that was the whole front of the house that rotted right off. That's a couple of bad areas on the back and the far side that was all rotted right off. And same thing with the far side of the garage. It was all vines and everything grew up. And basically, anytime you have vegetation, vines, trees, anything touching the house or really close to the house, it's blocking the sunlight, so it can't dry. If it's on it, it's actually keeping moisture on it and rotting the wood. So there's a lot and whatnot. So like I said, I don't want to throw everything out there, but basically it was walked away from 17 years ago, and everything was left there. Fridges were full, cabinets were full, bathroom vanities still had toothbrushes and toothpaste and towels hanging up and everything. It was literally walked away from at some point. So that's about the gist of it. I didn't get to meet the last owner through the real estate deal. It was just my real estate attorney and his real estate attorney, and like I don't even think they ever even met. Everything's done without even seeing people these days. It's crazy. So I didn't get no story at all from the previous owner. I got a little bit of something from the seller's agent. He gave me a little bit of info. Since then, I've been in communication with one of the daughter's other relatives, past owners from way back in the 50s even, and whatnot. So, and it was a small farm. Some would call it a hobby farm. But you can see there was horse corrals here and over here, and this has some horse stables in it. And then there's an outbuilding there where it looks like there was tractors and stuff in it. And then over here, that blue side over there, that's the top of the house right now, but there's a little structure over there. You can see there was horses or donkeys, some horse type animal in there. And then on the other side of this, there was another one that same thing. It had some sort of, you know, horses or whatever. You can tell by all the droppings inside. So yeah, so some sort of farm. I guess they had pigs, they had chickens and everything. I think that thing over there, from what I'm told, was actually a chicken coop. I still haven't bushwhacked my way over there yet. Focusing on the house at the moment. But yeah, hopefully that answers a few questions. And along those lines, I bought it as the reason why I bought it was it was reasonably cheap. Basically, actually, I probably paid all the money. Pretty much I paid what the land was worth, and I have to do all this work. So basically I bought the land and a foundation. So yeah, no special deals or anything like that to get it. And it's just a lot of work. And I'm in a life restart. That's a whole thing in itself. And yeah, hopefully I can make this my forever home and never have to move again. Especially after all I'm going to be investing here. But I appreciate you all watching, following along. Feel free to like, subscribe, and all that jazz. Can't believe I sound like a regular YouTuber. But anyway, yeah, so thanks for watching. You guys are awesome. And as I go along, I'll get better at the videoing and adding more content and stuff like that. So a lot more to see. At this stage, I'm a little ahead of the videos that I'm posting. I can guarantee you there's some quality footage coming your way. Promise. Anyway, thank you. Have a good day. Well, after a little delay, trying to get down here today with car issues, but nothing big. Didn't leave me stranded. A little detour, $60, replace the pot, and back on my way. I got to bump into a couple of people. I picked up my mail, pay for storage, where I have a bunch of stuff. So it's been a cluster of a morning. But I'm out here now at the house. There's some of the tops Greg threw on it for me in the rain the other day. Thank you, Greg. And the whole front side is all ice and water shielded. It looks great. Thank you. So it's just about 4 o'clock, and I'm just going to see if I can get something done. I'm probably going to take measurements on all the septic tank and the distribution box and where that corner is, because on the plans I have, none of it's right. It's 15 feet off over here and probably 30 feet over there. So I'm going to see if I can jot down all those, then I can fill in all these holes and whatnot. And from there, I don't know what I'm going to do. I may clear some of the driveway. I may get the lawnmower going and see about mowing some of the yard just to see if some of it's going to beat back before it really starts growing in. But I want to clear this driveway more so I can start shuffling things around. So maybe I'll do that. But either way, watch along. Let's see what happens. Be a surprise for you because it's a surprise for me. I'm not sure what I'm doing yet. But I only got a few hours, so let's see what happens. And today is April 9th. We got frozen water in the wheelbarrow. Yep, looks great out, but it's still cold. Well, did all kinds of measurements on my, what is this one? Coca-Cola case. Probably can't really tell too much. But I got measurements on top of measurements from both corners of the house to the distribution box, to the main tank, to the elbow in the far corner where it's broken. Everything measured out. So this is going to be a good map for any future digging. So yeah, so I can start filling some of these holes. I'll leave the main box open because I'm going to have them clean that out. And I still got to do the repair over there. But I can fill this, fill all my other random holes there, and know this is done. So as soon as I patch up those pipes, I'm done. All right, let's see what else I'm going to do. Well, I got the little guy running. I put air in the tires, gas in it, and all that stuff. I'm going to go see if it'll mow down any of this stuff out back. Just out of curiosity. Let's see what happens. Well, this is going way better than I was expecting. I was expecting to get 10 feet, hit something from metal, and blow the blades right off the mower. But I'm making some good distance. So I'm going to keep going. I guess I'm mowing today. Is what we're at. So, I mowed like all in here, up in here, up over to there, and kind of in here a little bit. So, doesn't look too impressive in the camera, but it's knocking everything down even, and that's a good start because it'll start killing off all the vines and everything else. I'm going to go off into that pen now. Well, maybe the middle, I'm not sure. Yeah, so I'm either going to go into that pen over there or around the corner here and do a little more. See what happens. This is the area I'm going to start next. Really doesn't do it justice looking around. I swear the filters in these cameras that are built in to make you look better, like automatically, I think they downplay how bad things look. They never look as bad as they are in the camera. But I'm gonna stop mowing. going pretty good so far. Keep my fingers crossed. And I'm going to keep moving on. I'm going to move over there now. Yeah, so now I go after all this. There's all rock piles and all kinds of that stuff over there too, so I'll just be careful. Well, I didn't come here to mow the grass today, but I ended up mowing a bunch of yard, and I found some grass under it, so that's pretty exciting. But we're about to lose the sun. You see the sun's right there. That's about to dip down. So that's kind of what I'm dealing with. It's all thorns and bushed up crap. It's amazing how it doesn't show how bad it is, but it's cleaning up a good amount. All this cleared up. I'm not sure what that is. That's a pile of rocks. There's a bunch of fence pieces in there. Over here I found a wheel. There's a whole wheel I couldn't even see. Oh, this thing. Is that a horse bridle or something like that? That thing, the lawnmower found that. That made a hell of a racket. And got all this mowed back. Whatnot, and all that mowed down there. So I was wrapping up and ran out of storage in the phone, so I had to go in, delete a bunch of stuff. And here's where it ended up. I told you I didn't know what I was going to be doing today. So we ended up mowing yard. I won't say mowing the lawn, we'll say mowing the yard. So we got this all shaved down. Didn't do edges, weed whacking and all that stuff. This all's carved down. All this area carved out. So I was trying to do my wrap-up video and ran out of storage space. I had to delete a bunch of stuff. And now cover what we did here. Like I said earlier, I don't know what I was doing today. So ended up mowing yard. We won't call this the lawn or grass yet. We'll just say we mowed some of the yard. So this is what we got done. So we got this all mowed. Didn't like edge anything like that. And it's still it's amazing. The camera doesn't show how bad it is, but it's still not great, but it's a lot better. And got this gate opened up and mowed through all of this, and then mowed this whole area. Work out there further and over there and over there, because yeah, I'll do out there, there, and there next. But a little bit better. Every little bit is like an emotional boost, that like this hope that the yard's gonna come back to being grass, mowable, and look good. So even though today wasn't what I was aiming to do, it's good. I got the whole septic plan laid out and got a bunch of yard mowed. So that's positive. I'll take that as a win, especially with how late I got here today. Let's see what I end up doing tomorrow. You guys have a good night. Thanks for watching. And also, I forgot a little more history on the house. It was built in '55, and the original, I believe it was the original owners, one of their family members actually lives up the street. It was her uncle or great uncle that owned it in the 50s, and she came by with pictures of the house when it was new, practically new, and him in the driveway with his '59 caddy. So that was pretty cool. And from what I'm hearing from a lot of people in town, that mainly when that guy owned it, first owner, maybe into the second owner, it was one of the most nice, well-kept properties in all of the town. And like, you know, massive amounts of flowers on the side banking of the house, and just like super well maintained, like super meticulous, and then turned into this. So anyway, again, thanks for watching. You guys are awesome. Hopefully I didn't trick you guys on the last one and you don't miss this part. But anyway, thanks for watching. Any other questions, ask, and I'll feedback as much as I can.